Welcome to Ford Field and welcome to state champs at the state finals, the 2020-2021 Michigan High School Football Championships. I am Paul Wrecking Crew.
And I'm Bobby Boucher. Well, actually, I'm Jenna Rose, and this is Lauren Plant. We figured we'd put a fun spin on this and talk about our favorite football movies. So this jersey is from The Waterboy.
That's right, Adam Sandler's probably best movie, maybe one of his most underrated, The Longest Yard. Paul Wrecking Crew. So we're representing today.
We're represented by Lawrence Technological University, where they want you to recruit yourself. Simply visit ltuathletics.com and, of course, Hungry Howie.
And we are also brought to you by the MHSAA, also the Michigan Army National Guard, also the Detroit Athletic Club Foundation's High School Athlete of the Year, and EA Graphics. Get your championship merchandise right now at shopmhsaa.com. So due to the COVID-19 restrictions, it's a lot quieter here at Ford Field than we're used to, but I promise you a lot of the action on the field is explosive at times.
In the words of the Waterboy, you can do it, and they did too.
That's right, let's begin.
I'm Jeremy Otto, and in the Division 8 final, we had two teams in search of its first state title in school history. Centerville taking on Ubly. Centerville coming in undefeated at 10-0 and was going for it on 4th and goal here in the first. Sam Todd rolling and rolling, heaves it to the end zone, but Mason Lemmings can't haul it in. We're scoreless after the first. The Bulldogs were driving in the second. Todd going deep in the junior. Tyler Swanwick comes down with it for the 40-yard gain down to the Ubly 20. Then a few plays later, it would be the senior Todd bouncing it to the outside as he pounds his way in for the 1-yard tally. They notched a 2-point conversion as well and led 8-0. Centerville looking to add another score right before the end of the half. Todd with a pump fake and another bomb. Ball's tipped and Swanwick comes down with it to gain 30 yards on the play and put them in the Ubly red zone. Capping off, Todd with the pass to Swanwick, who wrestles it away for the 20-yard score. The Bulldogs went into the locker room leading by 16. Todd was 6 of 7 passing for 130 yards on the day. On the run here to Swanwick, who stretches the rock across the plane for his second receiving touchdown from 12 yards out. Centerville led by 22 heading into the fourth. Ubly had their chances to claw back in the final stanza, however. Evan Peruski going for the end zone, but it's picked by the senior Tristan McElroy. As Centerville shuts out Ubly 22-0 the final for its first ever football state championship.
I don't think there's any words to describe it. I mean, to finish it with this group of guys like Jared and Tyler Swanwick, I mean, I can't ask for anything better than that. And to go out on top, no losses this year, that's the best feeling in the world.
Congratulations to Centerville Bulldogs, the 2020.
I'm going to write a book because being a first-year head coach, all the surprises, it definitely was tough. It's hard to describe everything that's going on. A lot of emotions going on in my head because we put in a lot of work as coaches to make sure kids stayed socially distanced. We didn't have any positives. I know that's not in our control, but just trying to keep this season going. We played 2 games a week. It was a team, and we played COVID, and that's definitely something I remember.
Congratulations to the Centerville Bulldogs for capturing the MHSAA Division 8 Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today. I'm Lauren Plant. We go to Division 2. Muskegon Mona Shores gunning for a sweet repeat as they took on the Pilots from Warren De La Salle. Last time these met in the 2018 state final. Mona Shores coming in unbeaten, doing damage out of the gate on its opening possession. The junior Elijah Johnson gets the handoff, busts free for the 34-yard gain down to the De La Salle 16. The Sailors captained by the Mr. Football finalist Brady Rose. He'll keep it himself. 12-yard score. They failed on the 2-point try, but led 6-zip after the first. More from Mona in the second. Johnson getting the carry. He will cross the plane. He had 81 yards rushing. Sailors now up 13 as we headed into halftime. But this was a De La Salle unit that went into the playoffs at 2-4, but rattled off 5 straight to get here. Made adjustments at the half, and the key, pounding the rock to start the third. Rhett Roser works his way down to the Mona Shore 5. The entire drive, mostly a steady diet of the senior QB J.C. Ford, who came in relief. His efforts rewarded as he punched it in on the next play. Pilots now down 13-7 as we made our way to the 4. But when Mona Shores needs a big play, they look to none other than the thorn in the side of all the Sailor opponents, Mr. Rose, breaking free down the sideline and just refusing to go down. This wound up a 60-yard rumble to the Pilot 12. Few plays later, Rose with the option pitch to Keandre Pierce, and the senior will find the paint from 10 yards out. Sailors now up 19-7. But don't count out De La Salle just yet. It's Ford once again on the keeper, and he gone. 52 yards of his 111 yards rushing right here. Pilots got the extra point blocked by Rose, so they trailed 19-13. Next drive for De La Salle. Going forward on 4th down in their own territory, but Ford's pass to the senior Brett Stanley just off the mark. Mona Shores getting the insurance from who else? Rose. In his final high school game, he finished with 154 yards on the ground. Sailors up 12. But we weren't done. 16 ticks left. The sophomore Brady Drogosh back under center for the Pilots. He scores to make it a 25-19 game. The onside kick, the only chance the Pilots had, but there goes Rose. And that sealed it for the Sailors. Muskegon Mona Shores hangs on to win 25-19, second straight Division II state title.
It was amazing. Just being able to play against a great De La Salle team. This is actually my second time playing against them. I was on that 2018 team where we came here, we fell short. But just like that feeling of that loss in 2018, I didn't want that same feeling today. So Coach K designed a great game plan. All of our coaches designed a great game plan for us to come out with the win today.
This is why we worked in March and April and August and the whole summer, and then to win another one is just unbelievable. And we had a thing in our locker room, 0.5% of the teams that made the playoffs go back to back. So we're in that 0.5%, and we're blessed to be in that 0.5%.
There's no doubt in my mind. Now, last year's state championship was amazing, but there's no doubt in my mind that this one was harder. You know, one, we were in new territory. We were chasing it. You know, we wanted it. Well, we got it. Now everyone's kind of giving us their best shots. So to go undefeated through this crazy season and win another one, I mean, it's incredible, and what a testament to our players.
Congratulations to the Muskegon Mona Shores Sailors for capturing the MHSAA Division II Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today.
I'm Kevin Czerzinski reporting from Ford Field for the Division VI Championship. The Montague Wildcats and Clinton on tap for this matinee matchup. Both teams not a stranger to this field in recent years, but failing to capture that elusive hardware. Montague last obtained the trophy back in 2009, but for Clinton, still seeking for their first. Montague got the ball rolling on the opening drive, threatening here inside the red zone. Senior quarterback Drew Collins under pressure but composed as he throws the dart right into Sam Smith's hands. The 9-yard catch and score puts the Wildcats in the lead 7-0. Clinton would respond just 5 plays later. The full backfield giving George Ames just enough running space from 8 yards out, and the junior plows right into the end zone. And we got ourselves a great game cooking up, tied at 7-all. Still in the first, the Wildcats back on the attack. And boy, does Michigan Tech have a gem coming to town with Drew Collins. The Husky commit launches it to his favorite target on the night. In stride, Sam Smith delivers the 44-yard package. Montague back on top, 13-7. Second quarter action, and Clinton would put on an impressive 19-play drive, eating up 11 minutes of clock down to the 2. Sophomore running back Braden Lehman punching in his ticket for 6. Successful point after has Clinton in the lead for the first time, up a penny, 14-13. The retort came rather quick from the Wildcats. After a big 49-yard catch by Dylan Everett, here's the junior's effort on the ground from 2 yards out. Montague snatching back the lead as we head into the break, up 19-14. Montague came out of the locker room on fire in the second half, getting a second serving of the Collins and Smith connection as these two cannot be extinguished. Collins making it look easy on the 26-yard diving score. Montague starting to pull away, up 26-14. But this night would belong to the Montague Wildcats. Drew Collins on the keeper. The senior went 15 for 19 over 244 yards, 5 total TDs, 3 in the air and 2 on the ground. Montague is your 2020 Division VI champions after defeating Clinton 40-14 your final score. Montague adding to the collection with their 3rd title in school history.
Yeah, I mean, these guys love each other, the coaches, the players, and it's a special bond. Anytime you have a football team, it's so special to watch the kids just, be brothers together and enjoy the time together. And so at first, it's usually a 4-month season, then it was a 7-month season. You get all that time together to go through adversity together and keep playing and go on and on. It just builds a stronger bond, man. So we're just proud of our guys that they hung in there. There's a lot of life lessons this year we're proud of. And I can't think of a better season, honestly. And I know it was hard on the kids, but it was special that we were able to finish it.
We just got our revenge. We got our revenge from 2018, the state finals loss. Revenge from last year, heartbreaker in overtime, missed an extra point. And the season was all about revenge. And we always say at Montague, we play for the people before us and the people that come after us. And that's just leaving a legacy, and I'm sure those boys back home on those teams that lost past couple seasons are happy to see us win.
Congratulations to the Montague Wildcats for capturing the MHSAA Division VI Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we head to the nightcap on Friday at Ford Field for the Division IV Championship. Detroit Country Day Yellow Jackets back again after losing last year to Grand Rapids Catholic Central. They're coming in at 8-2, looking to win their 4th championship and 1st since 1999. They took on the also 8-2 Cadillac Vikings, making their first ever appearance in the MHSAA Finals. This was a physical game from the opening kickoff. Colin Johnston fields it inside his own 5, and the tone of this game is set as he is hit by Jason Abro. The ball comes out, but the Vikings are able to recover. And the Vikings' first play from scrimmage, Aiden Gurdon with the option to the left, flips it to Johnston, and he's going to rip off a nice 29-yard run, refusing to go down, delivering a hit of his own, but the drive would stall after that. Yellow Jackets methodically drive down the field, taking a lot of time off the clock. 1 minute into the second quarter, Graham Doman connects on a 19-yard field goal. Neither team able to get into the end zone in the second. Country Day got close but was forced to kick another Doman field goal, this one from 26 yards out, taking a 6-0 lead. Just before the half ends, Cadillac looking for a big play, but Gurdon's pass is going to be picked off by Danny McLean. He's somehow able to get a toe inbounds, and we went into the half with DCD up 6. And we would finally get a team into the paint halfway through the third. Gabe Winowich takes the handoff left side, running behind his big offensive line to get in from 4 yards out. And that's all Country Day would need to get their first state title since '99 as they beat Cadillac 13-0, the final score.
Congratulations to the Detroit.
It means the world, coming last year, getting embarrassed like that, 40-0. it's like probably one of the worst feelings in the world. You know, you let a school community down. You let those seniors last year, and to come out here this year in such a crazy year. You know, it means the world. And to do it for my dad, man. I mean, like my senior year going out. You know, I've had 2 brothers come in, and you know, couldn't get the job done, but you know, we did it. It means the world. It's the best feeling. Like we didn't know if we were going to get a chance in the fall, and then had 2 games canceled because of COVID, and then you know, after that Lanphier game in the playoffs, we're stopped for like 2 months or something like that, and to come back out here and have 45 guys bought into a team and to share one goal after going out there last year and getting embarrassed. I mean, it speaks to the leadership on the group, the coaches, you know. I mean, keeping everybody bought in for how long we've been playing. This is the longest season in MHSAA history. So, yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
All marks go to these kids, the coaches, our school administration, just, you know, seeing this thing through to the end. And I'm the beneficiary of, you know, just being there a long time and people, you know, believing in me and a lot of great people over the years. And I'm just, I'm kind of humbled by it and these kids and all the perseverance they had. And it's just a great thing, Lauren. You know, it's great.
Congratulations to the Detroit Country Day Yellow Jackets for capturing the MHSAA Division IV Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
We'll have more highlights from the state championship football finals for you guys coming up. However, right now we have an interview with special guest star, former NFL player Paul Crew. Paul, during your time in prison, you led the prisoners to a victory over the prison guards on national TV. What do you remember from that experience?
Well, it was a long time ago, 15 years. I think I remember a lot from that experience. Maybe the most inspirational figure, Cheeseburger Eddie.
What advice do you have for the teams playing out on the field today?
It ain't easy being cheesy, but give them the shakes that'll make you quake. Give them the fries that will cross your eyes. And give them the burgers. I just got burgers.
Words to live by. Thank you, Paul.
I'm Greg Molson at Brighton's Legacy Center for the Division I 8-player state final with Sutton's Bay back in the championship game for the second straight year, taking on Adrian Lenawee Christian, wrapping up its first season in the 8-player game. The rookies waste no time taking charge, starting with special teams. Jamie Chesser blocks the punt, setting up the Cougars' offense at the 10-yard line. Quarterback Landon Gallant then scores the game's first touchdown from a yard out, putting Lenawee Christian on top. And it's more special play from the ALC special teams. Check out Asher Braja on the punt return. Looks like he's going down, but he spins, keeps his balance, and takes it in for the 36-yard return to make it 12-zip. Next up, it's the passing game. Gallant throwing to Jamie Chesser. He makes a great move, turns on the speed, and he is gone for a 57-yard touchdown. The Cougars defense also making big plays. Elliot Adelman breaks through the line for one of their 7 sacks in the game. Back to the offense and back to Jamie Chesser, taking the pass to the left, reversing course back to the right, and he will not be denied, taking it in for a 22-yard score. Lenawee Christian led it 33-0 at the half. Gallant ran for 2 touchdowns and threw for 3 more. Clay Ayers takes this one in from 5 yards out. Chesser then caps the scoring with a 22-yard run for his 3rd score of the night. The Cougars dominating in all facets They held the Norsemen to just 52 total yards, and it's Jesser sealing the shutout with a diving interception. Adrian Lenawee Christian wins the D1 8-player state championship with an impressive 47-0 win over Suttons Bay.
It's awesome. I mean, every game, every practice, you just prepare for this moment. This state finals, every kid dreams of this, and you know, it's awesome to be able to play well in this game. I mean, Suttons Bay was a great team, great defense, but we just exploited some weaknesses and we just played really well.
It was a difficult road, and I think when you travel that difficult road but you push through anyways and you keep on grinding and you keep on working, for it to pay off the way that it did and for us just to finish in the way that we did, it's just something phenomenal.
Portland St. Patrick taking on 10-0 Powers North Central. The Jets strike first. Luke Gorzinski right up the middle for the 1-yard run. The 2-point conversion makes it 8-zip. The PNC defense adds 2 more to the scoreboard. Wyatt Robb breaks through for the sack in the end zone for the safety. The Shamrocks then get on the board. Connor Cross runs left, then flips the pass to Seth Frawley, cutting the lead to 10-6. Back to Powers North Central and quarterback Luke Gorzinski keeping himself for his second touchdown of the game, this one from 17 yards out. Portland St. Patrick answers again. Connor Cross finding a streaking Jacob Hayes-Dunning down the sideline for a 41-yard touchdown. The two teams traded 2 more scores, and with just over a minute left in the half, it's Luke Gorzinski going to the air and finding Ian Gorzinski 39 yards to make it 34-22, Powers North Central up at halftime. The Shamrocks cut the lead back to 6 again. Connor Cross with a fade to Shane Cook. Cross threw for 6 touchdowns and 374 yards in the game. But Portland St. Patrick had no defense for the Jets' running game. Wyatt Robb takes the misdirection play 52 yards for the first of his 4 second-half scores, all coming on that same play. Here's another one from 37 yards out to make it 62-42. PNC had 529 yards of total offense, led by Luke Gorzinski, who rushed for 313 yards himself, capping it off with the 58-yard touchdown run. Powers North Central wins the highest scoring game in finals history, 70-48, winning its 3rd ever 8-player state championship, overcoming the loss of a half dozen key players who missed the final due to COVID contact tracing.
They were missing players, we were missing key players. This week's been it's been a nightmare, but you know what? This is the happiest ending you can ask for these kids and the guys left back home. Just let us know what we're thinking of you guys, okay?
It's the dream you always ask for, man. This is a story. This is how we want it to be told. This is how it ended. This is awesome. Hats off to Portland St. Patrick. They're a heck of a team. They put up a really big challenge, and all those guys are class acts. It was awesome.
Hey, we hope you're enjoying the show. Lots more to go. Boy, I'll tell you what, we have been working hard all weekend. 8 games, morning till night. You need to rehydrate. But just remember, water sucks. Gatorade is better.
What?
Gatorade not only quenches your thirst better, it tastes better too.
You're drinking the wrong water.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
H2O.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Here's the hit. Man alive.
I'm Jeremy Otto, and let's go to the action from Saturday at the state finals in Division 7. New Lothrop looking to win its 2nd state title in 3 years as they went up against the Gladiators from Traverse City St. Francis. The senior Will Murin gets the handoff, surveys the outside, and barrels his way in for the 27-yard touchdown. Hornets out to a quick 6-0 lead. St. Francis would drive the field on its next possession. Gabe Olivier just crosses the plane for the 3-yard score. Gladiators led it 7-6. But the Hornets would strike back. On the ensuing kickoff, Julius Garza gets a return and goes untouched, 83 yards to the house. New Lothrop led 14-7 after the opening quarter of play. Well, more from Garza in the second. Senior quarterback Cam Orr finds him wide open this time, and he would win the 65-yard foot race for the touchdown. The Hornets now led 20-7. Well, this New Lothrop offense was rolling in the first half. It's Garza once again lunging in for his third touchdown. Hornets up 28-7. Then right before the end of the half, it's Orr stretching this one in for the 11-yard TD. New Lothrop went into the locker room up 35-7. But don't count out St. Francis. It's Aiden Schmuckel who takes a direct snap and plows his way in. The Gladiators went into the fourth down 35-15. We jump midway through the final quarter now. St. Francis making a huge play on special teams. Jimmy Muzlakovic blocks the punt, and the ball is now all the way on the New Lothrop 2-yard line. Then it would be Schmuckel charging through this wide open gap for the score. Just like that, Traverse City St. Francis is down by a touchdown, 35-28. But New Lothrop would respond and put together a critical long drive. Garza caps it off the right way from 9 yards out. Hornets build their advantage back up to 2 scores, 42-28. St. Francis wasn't giving up quite yet. Just over a minute to go in the game. Charlie Peterson throws it over to Josh Groves, and the junior perfectly drags the foot for the 7-yard answer. Gladiators now trailed 42-35. While their ability to come all the way back in this game rested on the foot of this onside kick. Great job by junior Raphael Woods, though, to secure the ball as New Lothrop takes it 42-35 and their second state title in the last 3 seasons.
We went out there in the beginning and we punched them in the mouth and got up to a big lead, and I knew they wouldn't give up. They're a real good team, well coached, and I knew they wouldn't give up, and they gave us a lot of trouble in that second half, but we persevered and ended up being state champs.
This means the world. To a small town like New Lothrop, you know, they were all out supporting us on Friday for our big send-off, and I know they're all going to be out in the town when we get back, and you know, it means the world to this little town who thrives off football, and you know, to do it for everyone back there, it means the world.
It's really been a whirlwind of a season, right, with these shutdowns, and you're off for a few weeks, you come back. But I got to commend these guys, man. This team, every time we came back, they came back with a smile on their face, ready to roll. And they've been doing stuff on their own the whole time, the whole shutdown night. So I never worried about it because I know that they knew this was always a possibility. They knew that they might have this opportunity. So every time they came back, it was just tremendous energy. Kind of rode that obviously throughout the last 4 weeks when we got that came back, and obviously here we are and state champs, and man, these guys played their butts off.
Congratulations to the New Lothrop Hornets for capturing the MHSAA Division 7 Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today. Lauren Plant's back with you for the Division I State Championship. The Davison Cardinals, the defending title holders, back at Ford Field to face the #1 contender, West Bloomfield. The Lakers here for the first time since 2017, still on the hunt for their first crown. First ever meeting between these two schools. Davison came in red hot following a 27-3 win over Rockford. Dion Brown Jr. had been stellar at QB since their Mr. Football QB candidate Brendan Sullivan enrolled early at Northwestern. Following a West Bloomfield turnover, confusion in the backfield, ball on the ground, Lakers recover. The Lake Show, led by the Mr. Football finalist Donovan Edwards, already enrolled in Michigan, granted a waiver from the NCAA because this game and what it represented for West Bloomfield football meant more to him than anything else. In the clear, he gone, 78 yards, to the house, 7-0 score. Lakers fresh off knocking off number 1 Belleville by a single digit in the semis, but through the regionals, Davison had only given up 5 rushing TDs. Midway through the second, the senior Mackay Elam receives a rock. He'll get around the edge for the 13-yard touchdown. The WB up 17-zip at intermission. Third quarter, Cards looking to crawl out of the hole 1 series at a time and get back in this ball game. But check out the Grand Valley State-bound Niles Kings. He just rips it away from Jalen Flowers. He will cruise in for a 40-yard touch. Just like that, West Bloomfield up 24. Now, we had 3 Mr. Football finalists competing for state hardware in the state finals. All 3 made their closing arguments to the jury. Here, Laker Nation exclaims, "Your Honor, the defense rests." Donovan Edwards, lightning in a bottle. 71-yard touchdown, Lakers up 31-0. Edwards ended the day setting a new Division I state championship game record, 257 yards rushing, and he did it in 3 quarters. This his 3rd TD on the day. West Bloomfield shocks Davison 41-0 the final, first football state title in school history.
When we came back from the break from COVID, that's all we talked about. It's hard work, dedication, and keep working. And we stuck with that. Coach Bell coached us up.
We live up to the big moments. We prepare for the big moments. Like, that's what we want. We want to be in the big moments to show everybody wrong.
Let's go! Let's go!
We won this in a pandemic. It's a blessing because a lot of sacrifices were made to win this. You know, we had some kids opt out because parents didn't want kids. Once we started testing, if their kids tested positive, parents had to miss work, and that's a lot of factors that people don't think about. You know, we had some kids that opted to have surgery. We lost 4 starters. We lost 4 starters because we shut down, and kids either opted out or kids said, hey, you know, I'm going to have season-ending surgery to get ready for next year. And this is why this trophy is special, because of the sacrifices that the players made, the sacrifices that the coaches made. Coaches don't get, you know, you get stipends, you know. And a lot of these guys are leaving their 9-to-5 jobs to come to practice, and they're losing money. And like I said, I think it's a lot to, you know, it's the culture in our football program that, you know, keeps the coaches coming and helping develop these young men.
Congratulations to the West Bloomfield Lakers for capturing the MHSAA Division I Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today.
I'm Kevin Czerzinski reporting from Ford Field for Saturday's matinee Division V Football Championship. Grand Rapids Catholic Central making the finals for the 4th time in 5 years, looking to add another one to last year's Division IV crown. Standing in their way were the Eagles of Frankenmuth, who put up great defensive numbers en route to the finals. The last time these two met, the 1987 Class B semifinals, with the Cougars coming out on top. Last year, Cougars quarterback Joey Silveri had a field day, scoring 6 touchdowns in the D4 finals. And here, the junior wasted no time getting his first on the day. Junior Nolan Ziegler secures the 11-yard catch. Grand Rapids Catholic Central up 7-zip. The Cougars defense shutting down the Eagles offense, forcing a 3-and-out that allows Silveri and company to put on another solid drive down inside the red zone. Pressure applied by Frankenmuth finally finds a wide-open Jace Williams, and he trances on in with a 13-yard score. CC adding more to the board, up 14-0. Just before the end of the first, a fumble recovery by the Eagles D, giving some life for the Frankenmuth faithful, and they would take advantage. Senior quarterback Davin Reef with the toss to Daniel Barger, and the senior getting the response Frankenmuth needed on the 4-yard score, cutting that lead to 7 at 14-7. But CC would not let the turnover misfortune dampen the game plan. Joey Silveri knows how to win these big games and comes up with a big play here. Airs it out to Nolan Ziegler, who is wide open over the middle, 35 yards. Silveri scored later on with a 2-yard keeper as the Cougars lead at halftime, up 28-7. CC up 35-7 here in the third, with Frankenmuth knocking on the doorstep. The Eagles desperately need a score. Senior QB Davin Reef keeps the rock himself, and check out the balance on the spin move as he gets the job done on the 7-yard score. The score now reads 35-14. However, this night will belong to Joey Silveri and the Cougars, the junior putting on another impressive 6 TD show in the finals. Grand Rapids Catholic Central is your 2020 Division V champion after defeating Frankenmuth 48-21 your final score. This is Catholic Central's second straight title, their fourth in 5 years.
Well, I mean, number one, the year has been very different for every team in the state of Michigan, so that's really different. But how these guys have come together, is really cool. We had 16 starters that left after last year's team. And so we had a lot of young guys coming into play. We had a lot of guys that had to step up and learn fast and learn on the fly. And those guys really gelled together. We played well and got after it. So this team is really special. This is a year that obviously none of us will ever forget.
It takes a lot of preparation, a lot of film study, understanding, hey, if we line up like this, how are they going to react? However they react, we're going to do this. And it's going out there and having an understanding, not just knowing what we're going to do, but understanding why we're doing that and being able to attack. It's special, winning one, especially winning two's even more. These seniors know I played with them for the last 3 years now, so for them to leave, to send them off the right way means everything.
Congratulations to the Grand Rapids Catholic Central Cougars for capturing the MHSAA Division V Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed state finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we finish off football championship weekend with Division III finals, a battle of the Panthers. The reigning Division III champions River Rouge came in with one blemish on the record. That was in Week 2 to East Lansing. They took on an undefeated DeWitt team that has been on a roll and led by the state champs Mr. Football finalist Ty Holtz. DeWitt and Holtz get us going halfway through the first. Down on the 15, Holtz fakes the keeper and gives the old jump pass to a wide-open Blake Beachnow to open up the scoring. River Rouge and Marian Urbowski respond early on in the second. The Western Michigan commit with a quick hitter over to Jalen Howie, and he'll do the rest. Spins out of one tackle, runs past another two, wins the race to the end zone. They go for two and convert. Rouge takes an 8-7 lead. But Holtz and DeWitt weren't going to let that lead last for long. Ty rolling to his left, sees Andrew Debris open, gets in for an 8-yard score, putting DeWitt up 6, but that wouldn't be enough in the second. 2 minutes to go before the half, and they strike again. Holtz on the move to his right. He's going to air it out and check out the extension, and bringing it back to his buddy, Nicholas Flellinger on the 35-yard touchdown. DeWitt up 21-8 at the break. And halfway through the third, Ty Holtz just continuing the aerial assault. Rolls right, throws left, drops it in the lap of Tommy McIntosh for his fourth passing touchdown of the night. He would finish 12 of 16 for 177 yards and 4 touchdowns and gave his squad a 27-8 lead. Rouge not going away quietly. Urbowski finally getting into a rhythm, finding the freshman Nicholas Marsh open downfield for a 50-yard gain. A few plays later, he would keep it himself to get a 4-yard score and close the gap to 27-14. DeWitt, though, firing on all cylinders. Ground game's been working all night, but finally able to hit pay dirt. Bryce Debris gets the carry right side, fights through traffic and finds the paint 37 yards later. DeWitt took a 33-14 lead into the final frame. Urbowski and Marsh were on the same page, though. Jump ball in the front of the end zone. The 6'2" freshman's going to win that one and pull Rouge a little bit closer. But DeWitt and Holtz would not be denied. Knocking on the door, and who else? Ty keeps it himself. Great push from the offensive line. Rouge would score one more time, but it wouldn't be enough as the DeWitt Panthers capture their first state title in school history, knocking off the defending champs River Rouge 40-30, our final score.
Can't describe what I'm feeling, what all my friends are feeling right now. I mean, we're one big family, and from the beginning of the year, we set the goal that we were going to get here and we were going to win this game. And for us, I mean, just for us to do that, I mean, through all of the hardships, through all the practices, I mean, when we stopped, we loved each other and we love football so much that we were out playing 7-on-7 in the snow just because we wanted to play football and be together. And I mean, for us to come out here, perform in the playoffs the way we did after months of not playing, I mean, it really speaks to these guys and the heart that they have, that they all play with. And I mean, we all just love each other. It's just, I'm so proud of my guys. And for Coach Zim, I mean, his first one, he definitely should have more. He definitely deserves it. He's one of the greatest coaches ever. And for us to finally be the team that got him over that hump, it just feels amazing. You know?
It wasn't even just the summer. It was fourth grade. That's why we started playing Junior Panthers in fourth grade and up. This has always been the goal. So it doesn't matter what year it was. We've always been working and we've always been improving to get here.
These kids have been driven really since fourth grade. They've wanted to win a state championship since they're that age, and getting as close as we did last year, and then losing late in the semifinals in Muskegon like that, I was not surprised because their whole off season, you know, and I know I've said it, but our leadership on this team, the determination, and certainly they're very athletic and the toughness they possess, and they came ready to play every single game. It wasn't, you know, we're here and there. I mean, they dominated every single game we played this year, and it's just a great compliment to them as a group of young men. Whenever your best players are also your hardest workers and your best leaders, you got a shot to be a really good team, and that's what we had.
Congratulations to the DeWitt Panthers for capturing the MHSAA Division III Football Championship. Your hard work during the long 2020 season has paid off with the title of State Champs. Get your commemorative gear from shopmhsaa.com and celebrate with the officially licensed State Finals merchandise. Go to shopmhsaa.com today.
Thank you all for joining us. It was another terrific state finals at Ford Field.
That's right. Thank you, Bobby Boucher. I hope I wasn't too hard on you earlier in the show. Paul Crew, you know, we had a lot of fun here at Ford Field as we do each and every year. Next year, I'm sure we'll promise to be different. It's amazing we even got these games in. Congratulations to all the state champions this weekend, and we'll see you next time for State Champs at the State Finals. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner of the MHSAA. EA Graphics. Get your official MHSAA Championship merchandise at shopmhsaa.com. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation. Applications being accepted for male and female high school athlete of the year at dacathleteoftheyear.com. And Hungry Howie's. Famous for flavor.